Did you hear spirit? Welcome back, luminous souls. Welcome back, my hermetic family. I am so grateful to have you all here today. Let me open up the chat box. So excited to talk about today. We have Bob here with us. Bob, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So glad
Good.
to see you again and have you here with us this week. Last week was so fun and also quite the adventure. you had, you had me laughing with your expressions with Alec behind me, thinking I
I
couldn't
didn't
see him and he's messing with my weights down here. Oh my gosh, that was so priceless. Absolutely
Yeah.
hilarious. I got to tell you real quickly before we start this live stream, you guys, it was so hilarious. You got to go back and watch last week's live
2 weeks ago.
stream
It wasn't
about
last week.
oh, it was two Thursdays ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 'cause last
Look at
Thursday
how
we didn't
quick
go because I
everything
had
is
my
look how
nose
quick
surgery.
everything is just going. I thought it was last Thursday. Anyways, so go back and watch that video, Signs of Your Pets from Heaven. Yeah, watch Bob's reaction at the end. It's great and it's so genuine and so priceless. He was so concerned for Alec and just the way his reactions were coming through. My gosh, I got off the live stream because I didn't see his reactions and then I played
Yeah.
back the video and then I dropped to my knees and I was laughing so hard. My stomach hurt. I was crying and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to call Bob. And we just had such a good laugh. So thank you,
It
Bob.
was
Thank you
fun.
for
You're
that.
welcome. It's my pleasure to provide you with entertainment.
I'm going to type here, hey, to everyone in the chat box. Yes. Let me know where you are watching this live stream or if you catch the replay of this. So, we're going to go ahead and just dive into this before my son comes banging on the door. All right. So, if you hear banging, it's just my son, it's not spirit. Oh, that's spirit right there, the REM pod. So funny. That's so funny as I said that spirit spirit went off. Oh my gosh. So funny. All right, so why luminous souls, why do we fear the unknown? All right, and as you all know, I'm going to be speaking upon a hermetic perspective as this is my soul knowing. So, the fear of the unknown. We all have this fear or have feared the unknown at some point in our life, whether that's facing a big change in our life, a loss, or just not knowing what's coming next in our life. That feeling of uncertainty, it can be very uncomfortable. But understanding through, like I did, through hermetic wisdom, we can begin to see that fear is a new light, not something wrong or broken inside of us. It's okay to feel these feelings. We don't want to suppress it, but just direct it into a better light, a better part of us. And understand, like I said, it's not something that's broken inside of us. It's just part of our awakening. So the ancient Hermetic teachings tell us that the universe isn't random. Everything from the movement of the stars, ooh, came from the stars, to the beat, to the beat of our hearts, follows divine principles. Oh, there's spirit right there. Our natural laws that apply towards balance, growth, and truth. When we fear the unknown, it's often because we've forgotten that divine order. And for most of us, until we awaken to our soul, we were born here having our human experience, forgetting all of this until we have that awakening. And we can have an awakening naturally at some point in our life, or just from having this fear of the unknown to where you go searching for information, or like I said, going through some loss or just major change or transformation in our life. And then our soul remembers. We remember this divine natural law, these divine natural orders. And then also we start to believe that somehow life will lose its meaning when we can't see ahead, when we can't see our life, our future, or just what is coming next, what's coming tomorrow, next week. We tend to freak out and sometimes get anxious because it's natural for us humans. We want to know. But what Hermes Trismegistus taught us through ancient Hermetic wisdom is that the unknown isn't chaos, it's creation in process. Is there anything you want to add, Bob, before I go through a few of the Hermetic principles so we understand a little bit?
Sure. Um, I mean, our as humans, we prefer familiarity and we
Mm,
prefer a sure thing that makes us comfortable.
yes.
It's kind of like people say, you know, it's between staying in the box or stepping outside the box. Fear of the unknown is stepping outside the box. Um, Uncertainty makes us uncomfortable. Um, so many people, you know, that fear causes us to hold ourselves back. And in many cases, it's holding ourselves back from something that will be good for us because
Hmm.
change is good. It's important to take risks, calculated risks, not, risks that, you willy nilly, you're just, throwing it into the wind and hoping and praying.
Yeah.
Um, One thing I think that holds us back and that causes us to have fear of the unknown is because we're afraid what other people are going to think.
Oh, fear
If we
of
change job,
judgment and
if we
opinions of others.
if we find a new partner or spouse, if we try, you know, what are my parents going to think if my new hobby is skydiving?
Right.
People, that exacerbates the fear because we're so worried about what other people are going to think, and um, you know, we miss out on a lot of things when we worry about what other people are going to think. Um, you know, risk is a chance that a bad event may happen, um, but
You're right.
a bad event doesn't always happen.
Right. We
Um,
can't control that. Challenges will happen, but we still don't know. Like you said,
right, exactly. It's kind of like the spirit.
there's
It,
spirit sending you all so much divine love.
it's kind of like every time we go out driving, we take a risk. You
Right.
risk you risk the car breaks down, that we get in an accident, that we,
Oh no, we just lost Bob. Let me see. Let me get him
oops,
back here. One
here I
second.
am.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, it sent me backstage.
Spirit. Spirit is messing with us here.
That was definitely.
Spiritual energy.
So yeah, what I was saying is every time we go out driving, it's a risk. We, I don't know what caught me, if what I was, if it recorded what I was saying, but we could get lost. We could have a car breakdown, our car breakdown. We could get in an accident, but we still go ahead and do it because we do it every day.
Right.
We don't look at it um, as a risk. There's not so much uncertainty, but not to bring up a sore subject, but like when COVID came, it was
Mm.
new. We didn't know anything about it.
Right.
And people panicked like not to be believed, understandably. But
Yep. They sure did.
but it's so it really is a lot more about uncertainty. When we go out and drive, we take a risk, but we do it every day, so we're not so uncertain. But when that pandemic hit, there was so much uncertainty that people you know went into shells and were really scared, and um, you know you know
Right.
didn't know they didn't know what to do. They were panicking.
Right.
um
They were
and
panicking with the fear of the unknown of what was going to happen, what's coming. When we
right,
will go over a little bit of the Hermetic principles, because understanding this will really help you understand yourself and your life. So when these challenges do come, you know that things
right,
are
I
always going to change. It's not always, everything is moving in motion and vibrating.
right. I mean, the
And
brain. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
yeah, and things are always just forever changing. Hello, Adrian. How are you? Adrian says hello in the chat. Go ahead, Bob. Thank
Oh,
you.
I was just saying, the brain likes being cozy. It likes predictability. It likes patterns.
Yes.
The brain likes to be in control. Your brain wants everything, you know, to stay as it was or as it is because it's part of the way in our subconscious mind. It's part of the way that it protects us. But the
Right.
only way we can really get ahead is be willing to take risks, be willing to step out of the box, be willing to move forward, be willing to trust your intuition, trust your judgment that you're making the right decision. I guess the example for me was 3.5 years ago. I had open heart surgery, and they found the issue probably a year and a half before that. But I was so terrified of dying on the table and fear of the unknown of what's going to happen. I never had surgery like that. That
Right.
I put off surgery for like a year and a half until it got to the point that I literally couldn't function. Like I couldn't even
Right.
walk up the stairs without getting tired. And finally, I was like, just put me on the table. I don't even care if I die. Like I
Right.
can't
I
live like this
remember.
anymore.
Yeah, how bad you were struggling.
And it turned out, here I am 3 years later. I have a healthy heart for the first time in my life. It was a genetic thing called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. But I put myself through hell for an additional year and a half because I was so afraid of the unknown of going through that surgery. And um, you know, something like that. It's weird because once you get through something like that, it takes a lot of the fear away. Like now, I'm like, for the most part, whatever happens, like even this nose surgery, which wasn't anything like the I had a
The heart. Mhm.
skin cancer thing removed, but I was just like, they told me what happened the next week. I'm like, let's do it. And last Monday I had it done. But it's once you experience success in the unknown, it makes it easier to make those choices. And one thing that before I is fear, FEAR, is false evidence.
I apologize. Sorry. I got alarms to tell me what to do throughout my whole day. Sorry.
Is
Go ahead.
false evidence appearing real?
Yes.
Fear is it's we're afraid of something that hasn't happened yet.
Mhm.
We're afraid of, and you brought, I know this is something, I don't know if you're going to touch on it tonight, but another thing that we're probably going to speak about is fear of death. Like I used to be terrified of death, but through my ascension and all this stuff, I'm not. But we have this, false evidence appearing real that we're going to have, horrible things are going to happen to us. It's going to be horrendous. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. And most of the time, it's for our own. It's for our own good. Even the pain is for our own good. I know we believe in divine guidance and divine timing, and that's one thing that I've learned that's helped me overcome fear of the unknown, is that I know that the universe has my back, and
Exactly.
whatever's going to happen is for my best good and highest good. Maybe it's going to be something that doesn't seem so good that I'm going to learn a lesson from, or it's going to be successful heart surgery and I have a healthy heart. So you know in you have to be willing to take the risk. You have to be willing to not be afraid of the unknown and not think about the bad things that are going to happen. Think about, well, what good could come out of this,
Right.
and that
Or
kind of
even
spurs
be
you.
afraid and just still walk through even
Right.
afraid. And when you walk
Absolutely.
through, as I'm just gonna fall into this first hermetic principle, as Bob was speaking on that, it falls in perfectly with Hermes um, speaks about the first hermetic principle, the all is mind. The universe is mental. So everything that exists began began first in mind, not just our personal thoughts, but the infinite universal mind. So we connect. Think of it, easiest way is pretend like we have all these little antennas coming out of us and we connect to different frequencies. Our consciousness can connect to different frequencies, different consciousness, and we will get divine wisdom that way in many ways, connect with many different beings. But even with that, some people are afraid to connect to their guides and their angels because in their mind, they're like, what if I connect to a negative entity? But it all is in our mind. Yes, negative energies do exist, but for the most part, it is what we think about, what we fear, what we're programmed in our mind, and we project that out. And so we will have those experiences for the most and majority of our
And
life.
what else?
But the unknown, it starts within us.
But we're
Go
brought
ahead.
up. We're brought up to be fearful of the unknown,
Yeah, exactly what
and
I said.
that's
The programming to
right.
be fearful,
And so
afraid.
we have to break the programming.
Right. We
We have
weren't,
to have
well,
the courage
most
to
of us,
break
we
it.
weren't taught to connect to the infinite,
Right.
to the universe, to source, to God, however you label it. But then there's the law of correspondence. As above, so below, which means the outer world reflects the inner world. The outer world reflects the inner world. Ooh, there's spirit.
That was
Spirit is so
confirmation.
excited for this live stream. The seen reflects the unseen. When life feels uncertain, it's often mirroring, ooh, some uncertainty within us. A part of our inner world we haven't yet got to explore or even willing to step to explore. So the unknown isn't against us at all. It's inviting us to discover something we haven't healed or acknowledged yet. Just like the night sky follows. Oh, excuse me. My stand just fell here from my microphone. Just like I was saying, the night follows the day, the night follows the unknown. The unknown follows the known. It's part of the same divine rhythm. As above, so below. The
Well,
law of vibration. Yes, Bob, what were you going to
I
say?
was going to say what just came to me is we create the unknown in our mind.
Yeah, it starts within us.
Right.
Our
If
mind, our
it's
heart, our
kind of
soul.
like we get caught in our ego, we get caught in our fears, but when you live through your heart, the unknown doesn't really exist because you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting your gut, you're trusting spirit, and you're just moving forward, like without
Moving with
that.
faith.
Right.
Yes, I was going to get to that part where
Oh, sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay to, yeah, no, it's okay. No, you're good. It's okay to feel the fear, but you want to feel the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts, the scaredness, but you don't want to stay in that frequency. You want
Right.
to learn to trust and have that faith over the fear. Feel it,
And
but
use it use it to make your decision, but
Yeah,
don't let it
use it
stop
for
you.
fuel, for your power to help you to make moves, strategic moves, not moves just
Right.
based out of fear, but sit with yourself, connect with yourself, and then use that to move forward. Because you can just be careful with that. But yes, the law of vibration, where I was speaking how everything is vibrating, nothing rests. That's what uh, the ancient Hermetic wisdom speaks about. I love this one. It's so exciting. So, fear has, when you feel fear, you feel those negative energies. I mean, I wouldn't really say negative, but you could feel the vibration of it. And it's heavy, it's on a different, lower vibration where love and curiosity and faith, that's, you can feel that, and it's on a different vibration, a different frequency, a higher and a lighter feeling. So every time you feel or breathe into fear, feel it. Just don't stay and keep yourself in that frequency. You can choose to soften it even a little bit as you feel it, as you go through whatever it is that you're going through while you are feeling it. But take yourself back to that softness of faith, of love, of curiosity of the unknown, instead of putting yourself in that lower frequency, that lower vibration of fear, worry. And when you do that, when you learn to take yourself out of that, feel it, but no longer keep yourself in that lower frequency, that lower vibration, the unknown will open to you even more, just like a beautiful flower just blossom, blossoming open so gently, so beautiful, not as some darkness coming for you, but just as this beautiful light of potential. You'll start to see opportunities and connections, possibilities you couldn't see before, because we block that with our fear. But because our energy, when we shift that, when we learn to shift that, you will be in alignment, in better harmony with creation, not contraction. And then lastly, the law of polarity. Everything has opposites, light and dark, love and fear, the known and unknown. These opposites are two ends of the same truth. So fear isn't a punishment. It's a sign that expansion is happening for you. It's, for me, for example, the edge of transformation. And it will be for you, because when you learn, like we're talking about, to shift that fear and take yourself back to a higher frequency when we feel that, and then identify why, and then shift back to trust and faith. And you'll start to see the opposites, the polarity of it that we're just experiencing here in this human experience, which we're all going to experience here. That's why we're here on Earth, to experience the polarity, because to really truly know and understand love, what love truly is, and our who we are soul level, at a soul level, we came here to experience all of this. We forgot that the unknown is sacred. It's not emptiness, it's the next chapter of creation. It's the divine giving us space to grow, to trust, to remember our connection to the all, which is the all is within us and all around us. One of my affirmations from Hermetic thought is, even in the unknown, I am guided. Because we all are always the same intelligence that spun the galaxies and painted our sunsets hasn't left us. It's breathing through us, through our stories, even when we can't see the next line. So, what I want you to do when you do feel lost, when you feel the fear of the unknown, when you feel that uncertainty and it gets you in that fear, I want you to close your eyes and gently place your hand over your chest, over your heart, wherever you feel comfortable. And I want you to tell yourself that you are a child of the all. You walk into the unknown, not in fear, but in faith. The unknown, you will feel that it's not the enemy, it becomes your adventure. So, with that being said, Bob, did you have anything else you would like to add to
Um,
this evening's
yeah,
live
one
stream?
thing, because you had mentioned one of your affirmations, and one of mine that I use a lot, which I think definitely um, definitely has meaning in what we're talking about, is awareness brings change.
Spirit.
Yes.
Yes,
So if we
I
keep
love
our
that.
minds, if we keep our minds open, and even if we're aware, being aware of the unknown, being aware of the goodness, being
Right.
aware that good things could happen, that allows you to move forward, and it brings change. So keep your mind open. I mean, that's what I would, you know, be open to the possibilities. because anything is possible. The
Right.
fact that the two of us are sitting here today after some of the things that, our journeys individually, um, and together, but more individually, that fact we're sitting there and people don't know, but proves that anything is possible. I mean, you're a walking miracle. Um,
Thank
so
you.
you're welcome. So I would leave with that. Awareness brings change, and be open to the possibilities. And like Sheri was saying, you have to keep your vibration high and think of the good stuff, because you attract what you're thinking about. If you're thinking about, oh, I don't want to go on this camping trip because it might, pour and we're going to be whatever. I mean, that's the thing that popped in my head. You're going to
Yeah.
attract rain. If you say, oh, this camping trip's going to be amazing, we're going to see, we're going to catch some fish, we're going to do this, do that, it's going to be a starlit night, that's what you're going to have.
Yep.
So,
All the
um,
mind.
yep. So that is
We
what I would.
create, for the most part, we create our experiences. So, yes,
Right.
pay attention to your vibration, to your thoughts. You put those thoughts, those feelings into action, and that is going to be your reality.
Right.
So, just be mindful of that and remember there is nothing to fear. Our souls cannot be destroyed.
What I always think about, and I know we talk about this, is like, first of all, you can plan, like, if you're going to take that step into the unknown, think about, well, what what could happen, and make a plan in your head. Well, if this happens, I can do this. It's all about finding solutions.
Right.
And you can have solutions in your head, or know that in a moment of uncomfortableness,
Mm,
you can find solutions, and spirit is always with you. You can always,
exactly.
and this is no joke, you can always ask spirit, help me find a solution to this situation, and something will come to you.
Exactly. Always ask for that divine guidance, and you will definitely get that. Absolutely. Thank you, Bob, for sharing
You're welcome. My
your
pleasure.
experiences and your thoughts as well. I thought this would be great for us to talk about. And next
Yeah.
week, we'll definitely touch more base on what your loved ones want to tell you more about death, fearing death. I thought it would be great to first talk about the unknown because this is even what I experienced. I didn't have anyone to guide me through my mystical and mediumship and psychic experiences. So, spirit raised me. I always tell everyone, spirit raised me. And these are the things that I went through, and my soul understands the ancient hermetic wisdom. So, that is why I'm here, and I'll be bringing Bob on more to talk more about our experiences and just more divine knowledge for you all, just to help you understand your soul and reconnect back to your soul and thrive in your life and understand that death is not the end at all. So I also did mention before closing this out a chance to win a free reading. So if you are interested, if you're watching this live stream or you catch the replay, if you are interested in a free reading connecting to a loved one in heaven, this will be for my YouTube channel as testimonial. So just keep that in mind if you are okay with having this out on public for a testimony, like I said. Also, too, if anything really personal comes up, I will edit that out. So definitely go to my website. It should be here up in the description, or the link is in my bio, wherever you find this live stream. It's mediumsherilyn.com. Go to contacts and email me free reading. I will then contact you with your information and get you set up on my calendar. All right. This is the only way to get a chance for this free session. All right. Bob, did you need?
Yeah, I just want to say, um, there's two readings that Sheri did when my mom passed away. My dad passed away. They are out there. You can see them. I didn't have a problem. Sheri's an amazing reader. She brings in amazing things, um, and it's definitely worth it. And she is honest. She is truthful, and she cares about her clients. And she's going to do everything she says she's going to do, and she's phenomenal at what she does, and it's definitely worth signing up for and putting your hat in the ring, so to speak, to have a free reading, because it'll be very valuable.
Thank you, Bob. I really
You're welcome.
appreciate that. That's really kind of
Absolutely.
you to say. Thank you. I enjoyed your sessions. Yes, they're
Yeah.
on my YouTube if you want to go check them out. Again, mediumsherilyn.com, and definitely email me, go to contacts. It's so easy to navigate.
Well, I trust you implicitly, and everybody else should. Like, I
Thank
trust you
you.
with my life. So
I appreciate that, Bob.
you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. Again, thank you, Bob, for hopping on. And next week, you guys tune in. We will be back Thursday, and we're going to talk more about the fear of death and what your loved ones have to say about it. So stay tuned
That'll be
to
interesting.
next week, next Thursday, and we will be going at our regular time. I had something really important pop up, so I apologize. We had to move it to 5:30 today,
And
7:30, Eastern time. So I appreciate you guys showing up and being patient
what's our
with
regular
me.
time?
Yes, 11 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So take care, luminous souls. I look forward to your emails and getting you guys booked for those free readings. I appreciate that as well. Remember to take care of yourself, love yourself. All right. And hopefully, after this video, you will not be so fearful of the unknown, and you will dive into it with your adventurous soul. All right. Stay magical, stay beautiful. And we will see you next Thursday. And then I will see you guys on next Tuesday. I'll be doing card reading, some more psychic information. And I'm just so excited to be here, you guys. So, love you all, my Hermetic family. Again, I'm so grateful for you all. And take care. Bye.